Hey, it's Jang here from UltimateRC.com and RCmania.com, the place for toy-grade RC reviews. This is the video to accompany my much-anticipated review of the Maisto Baja Beast. Now, the Baja Beast is a 1/12 scale, almost 1/10 scale off-road truck that's marketed as somewhat of a pro-grade or hobby-grade vehicle. Its construction is much more advanced than your average toy-grade car. Just by removing 4 simple and easy pins that hold down the body, you can remove the entire lightweight polycarbonate body shell, exposing the chassis. And here you can see a lot of the inner workings of the truck. It has working independent spring suspension up front, independent suspension in the rear, metal drive shaft axles, and a hobby-style steering servo. That's that black box which has a motor in it and gears, and it causes the front wheels to steer. Most of the core electronics of the Baja Beast are inside of this large orange dust-proof case. The controller is also pro style. It's a large pistol grip controller with digital proportional throttle, digital proportional steering, and digital trims right on it. So if the vehicle is not tracking perfectly straight when you're not trying to steer, you can adjust that right here from the controller. It's also a tri-band controller, so you can run 3 at once. Now, the Baja Beast is not only styled like an off-road vehicle, it really is an off-road vehicle. It can go on dirt, you can go over rocks, you can go over fairly rough terrain, and even mild inclines without getting bogged down. Now, you don't want to run this through mud because it is not waterproof. Now, honestly speaking, this is not truly a hobby-grade RC. Trust me, I've owned and operated over 100 hobby-grade cars and trucks, and this is nowhere near their speed or performance. It's definitely a big step up from what's typical amongst toy-grade RCs, but definitely not pro. That independent suspension is too stiff, which causes it to bounce around, and it has tires that are too hard and too low in profile to get good traction. But just for kicks, I took it onto a real pro RC race track that I actually helped to design. So let's see how it did. First, over the skip double, onto the front stretch. This is the rhythm section with a lot of jumps. You can see it got a little bit squirrely there. Bringing it back together into the middle line. Around the 180, now we're in the infield over the double-double. There's the first set. Here's the second set. Again, getting a little bit squirrely, having trouble staying in the middle of that course. The big jump into a tabletop. Now we come around a corner. This is a tough one. It's a corner table. Just rolled it and onto the back stretch. Where to go? There we go. All the way down the straightaway into the big sweeper. Catching up with it from the other end. This is the end of the sweeper. This is a decreasing radius turn over another small hump and into the final hairpin, back to the skip table, and that was a lap. That was pretty fun, but it actually took a whole lot of takes, a whole lot of tries to get a full clean lap in. You'll see what I'm talking about here, where I actually don't do any editing whatsoever. The steering on the Baja Beast is very, very lazy. It's as if you tell it to turn and then a couple seconds later it finally decides to turn. So by the time that you see the vehicle actually turning and you want to adjust the radius of your turn, since you do have that nice digital proportional steering, it has already steered too much. You try to correct, you wait, it turns out you overcorrected. You have to correct back again. It actually ends up being a little bit frustrating trying to get it to go just where you want it to go. Everything else about it is pretty decent actually, but that steering really holds it back. For my full detailed thoughts about the Maisto Tech Baja Beast, be sure to check out the full review that's online right now at RCmania.com. See you there.